ADI model. Phases of ADI: analysis, design, development, implementation, and evaluation. We have analysis phases. The analysis phases clarifies the instructional problems and objectives and identifies the learning environment and learning existing knowledge and skills. Questions and analysis phases addresses include: who are the learners and what are their characteristics? What is the desired new behavior? And what is the timeline for project completion? The process of asking this question is often part of needs analysis. During the needs analysis, instructional designer IDs will determine constraints and resources in order to fine-tune their plan and of action. We have design phases. Design phases deals with learning objectives, assessment instruments, and exercise content, subject matter analysis, lesson planning, and media selection. The design phases phase should be systematic and specific. Systematic means a logical, orderly method and identifies developments and evaluates a set of plan strategies for attaining project goals, and specific means that team must execute each element of the instructional design plan with attention of detail. The design phase may involve writing a design document, design proposal, or concept and instructional note to aid final development. The development phases. In the development phase, instructional designers and developers create and assembles and evaluates a set of strategies for attaining project goals specific, and as is described in the design phase. If e-learning is involved, programmers develop and integrate technologies. Designers create storyboards, tester debug materials and procedures. The team reviews and revises the project according to feedback after completing the development of the course materials. The designers should conduct an imperative pilot test. This can be carried out involving key stakeholders and rehearsing the course material. Implementation phase. The implementation phase develops procedure for training facilitators and learners. Training facilitators cover the course curriculum, learning outcomes, method delivery, and testing procedures. Preparation for learners includes training them on the new tools, software, or hardware. And student registration. Implementation includes the evaluation of design. And we have evaluation phase. The evaluation phase consists of two aspects: formative and summative. Formative evaluation is present in each stage of the ADI process, while summative evaluation is conducted on finished instructional program or products by Donald Kirkpatrick's 4 levels of learning evaluation are often utilized during this phase of the ADI process. Thank you.
Good day everyone, and I will discuss the SAMR model. Dr. Robin Vendetora has developed the SAMR model, which provides the framework to show the impact of technology on teaching and learning. The model moves through various stages, beginning at a basic level of learning in the substitution phase through to a level where learning is transformational and the redefinition level. The SAMR model is powerful because it enables users to think about how learning can be extended through the use of technology. I have summarized the 4 stages of SAMR model. So, number 1, substitution. Technology acts as a direct tool substitute with no functional change. For example, students may type up note on a word processor instead of writing by a hand in an exercise book. So number 2, augmentation. Technology still acts a direct tool substitute, but with functional improvements. Taking the example of typing on a word processor, augmentation means that the learning process can become more efficient and engaging. Image can be added, text can be hyperlinked, and changes to the text itself can be made quickly. So number 3, modification. By this stage, technology not only enhances the learning activity, it also significantly transforms it. An example might be students setting up a blog in which they open up their work to a worldwide audience. The blog means that students are much more accountable for the work they present, so will tend to spend more time refining their written work. In this way, both student learning and literacy improve. And number 4, redefinition. This level requires the teacher to think about learning activities that were previously inconceivable without the use of technology. This could be, for instance, a Google Hangouts session that takes place between students from different countries in order for the students to swap information about their home countries in real time. Likewise, the use of Google Docs for students is in different parts of the world to collaborate on a shared assessment facilitates learning opportunities that should be impossible without such technology. The SAMR model is essentially a planning tool that helps to design the better learning activities for students. The framework provides pedagogical insight into how technology can and should be used in the classroom. I would like the following recommendation in the light of the model. Always consider whether or not the technology improve the learning process. I have already written without that make technology appropriate in a learning context. If the learning process enhances through to use technology, then it's appropriate to use. If not, more traditional method can work just as well. Collaboration is extremely important, particularly if you're looking at a learning from a social constructivist perspective. Consider how you can use technology to facilitate collaboration. Ensure that you use technology to expose students to the outside world. This is not only help to improve their cultural understanding and international mindedness, it can be great for building a literacy skill.
Hello, good afternoon po sa ating lahat. Ako po si John Guide si Ramos. At good afternoon din po kay Sir Laurio. Ang aking pang topic ngayon ay Technological Pedagogical Content Knowledge. Date of development article published in 2009. Development of TPAC by teacher is critical to effective teaching with technology. The pillar of TPAC with 6 authors published the original article about theory. The TPAC framework was introduced by Ponya, Mishra, Mateo, J. Kuller of Michigan State University in 2006, with its identify 3 primary forms of knowledge: content knowledge, pedagogical knowledge, and technological knowledge. What is TPAC? TPAC stands for Technology, Pedagogy, and Content Knowledge. The 3 bodies are meant to work together to produce a working and flexible method to integrate knowledge and education. CK Content Knowledge. Our content knowledge is the basic fact, concept, theories of the content we teach, i.e. the basic things of the subject matters in English, mathematics, science, or social studies. PK Pedagogical Knowledge. The pedagogical knowledge is how we teach, how we deliver the facts, concept, theories to the student. PCK Pedagogical and Content Knowledge. When content knowledge and pedagogical knowledge are integrated, we are teaching at its best we are addressing learning style. TK Technological Knowledge. In 21st century has broadened to technological knowledge. As through technological knowledge we are determine how we select, use, integrate technology. We must also determine the quality of the content. TCK Technology Content Knowledge. When we integrate the technology and content knowledge, we will be able to determine how technology is used in the classroom for the deep and last memory. TPK The integration of technological and pedagogical knowledge will help the student for better understanding and more collaboration among the student. TPAC can enhance teaching and learning deeply. As a TPAC model encourages, we must take time with any technology to research it, learn it, use it, and share it. We want to look at the content and pedagogy of the course and then add in the technology component. Technology alone. We will simply use a piece of technology because it's fun or new without integrating to pedagogy and content knowledge. The technological becomes a more thing. TPAC Review. TPAC stands for Technology, Pedagogical, and Content Knowledge. The TPAC model reminds us to use our content and pedagogical knowledge as lens for determining which technology suits best for a certain concept. So what is TPAC? Complex meshing of content, pedagogy, and technology, or effective teaching techniques that use technology wisely to teach subjects content. Why TPAC? Introducing technology of teaching is not enough. Need to integrate mesh. Essential effective teaching need to embrace technology and use wisely. On teaching engage with teach savvy student can use technology to make subject easier to learn and to build on student existing knowledge. TPAC elements. Subject matter that is to be learned and taught. Barriers between subject. Teacher must have good content knowledge. TPAC elements. Method of teaching and learning involve a student learning, classroom management, creating lesson plans, evaluating student understanding. Technology can be standard or advanced. Standard books, blackboard, whiteboard, advanced computer, mobile phones, iPad, iPod, voice record, scanner, internet video includes skill to be able to use this technology. So what if you smash content and pedagogy? What's to teach and how to teach? Pedagogical content knowledge, PCK. Content and pedagogy blended together. Describe how to teach specific content. Teacher interpret subject content and present teacher in different interesting way. PCK present the most regular thoughts, topic, and subject in the most useful way to teach so that student get it. Include the pre-existing knowledge that student bring the subject, and that if you mesh older content and pedagogy technology, TPAC, complex meshing of content pedagogy or technology, effective teaching technology to use wisely teach content, the overlap content pedagogy and technology provides best opportunity for effective learning. The advantage to using TPAC is the model is very easy to understand but also easy to use for every subject. The disadvantage to TPAC is that no matter how laid out it's all, not at all teachers have the same pedagogical content technology knowledge. Advantage of TPAC: prior models were written before the onset of technology used the classroom. A chance prior model was needed in TPAC service that purpose. Advantage of TPAC: without question today, teachers are using everything in their tools build their content knowledge. The pedagogical skill and their ability to use technology a framework that takes into account these three domains get to across of what teaching is today. What is the disadvantage of TPAC? The disadvantage of TPAC is probably that no model can fully account for the variety in skilled teacher present with a model that relieves of the three encountered areas has the three variables to contend with. Teachers who aren't trained in technology will not adapt the technology in their classroom. Educate for training support will discourage the use of technology. Teaching successfully with technology requires continue creating, maintaining, and establish a dynamic equals among components and worth noting that a range of factors influence load how does equilibrium and reach. Content up for use. This framework can be used by researchers to understand the interplay between content knowledge, pedagogical knowledge, and technical knowledge that teacher display. Content for use. This result of the research can be used by anyone interested in TPAC, school district administrator, teacher, other researcher, and student of instructional design. The